Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is JoAnn and I am so glad you're here today. Today we are going to work on this amazing Halloween decoration, all from the Dollar Tree. Now I know you're thinking it's a little early for Halloween, but Dollar Tree has all their Halloween coming out now. So if you want to make this, you need to get to the Dollar Tree now because this stuff goes fast. I'm so happy you're here. As we say at Artistry Collaborative, we just want you to try, and you can just try with me. I will help you every step of the way. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them in below and I will get back to you. I am so excited, and if you like this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, because I know they'll enjoy this too. Alright, so come on along and let's try this together. Okay, well, it may seem a little early in the game, but Dollar Tree has all their Halloween stuff out, so I thought, well, let's dig in and make some Halloween decorations. And then we've got the exclamation point. Ghost, stars. Oh, it's two books. This one's called Vintage Halloween. Oh, okay, well I like the vintage, so we're going to go with the vintage. What I'm going to do is go through the pad. Like, I really like this one. This is very cool. Oh, and that's pretty menacing looking. So that's cool. And I'm going to pick things that I like. Like, a lot of this looks very vintagey to me. So I kind of like that. Let's try this. I need 6. I've got 6 left. Let's see. Witches. Oh, yeah, I remember this guy. I used to have Halloween parties. I used to have them as birthday parties because my birthday was always in January and it always ended up getting snowed out. So, but I love Halloween. I love making costumes, especially out of stuff that's comfortable. Oh, this one's kind of cute too. I don't know. And what we're going to do, I mean, you could just paint them and make different patterns, but we have this pad. I think we got it on clearance last year. I believe it's probably JoAnn Fabrics. It's called Witch's Brew. And there's just a lot of really cool images that are Halloween. Let's see, we have a white and that, and then we have this and this and this. Yeah, that looks like a nice break up. Let me see. Do I want that? No, I think this is what I want. Okay. So all you do is put your letter down and you're going to trace as best you can with a pencil. And just go all the way around the letter. Then you're going to go in and cut it. Yesterday I was mowing the lawn. We have a really big, lot of acreage where I am. And I have to get out of the gate to come around to the front. And so there were these great big, I don't know what they're called, but we get tons of them every year. And so I just pulled up a few, and out of nowhere, this hornet comes and stings me right on the face. Oh man. So immediately I go to Google and go, alright, what's the best thing to put in here? And they said apple cider vinegar. So I got some ice and I got some apple cider vinegar. Right now I'm using an X-Acto tool, and we're just going to cut the centers. Sometimes it's easy to just hold the razor and move the paper. And you may have to go around twice. So yeah, so I got the apple cider vinegar. Luckily I had organic, which I assume is even better, and ice, and the sting part of it went away, although it did get a little puffy, but I was afraid because when I was a teenager I had an anaphylactic reaction to a hornet sting. But what happened was it was stuck in my hair and it couldn't get out, so it repeatedly stung me. When they say that bees can only sting once, well, I don't know about bees, but hornets can repeatedly sting. And immediately my body started to swell, and my mom had to take me to the emergency room, and they took me in immediately and filled me with all kinds of stuff. And the next day my eyes were barely open, they were so swollen, and I had a ring on, and I had to go to the fire department for them to cut it off me because it was so tight, it was stopping my circulation in my finger. So yeah, that was pretty traumatic. I was 13 at the time. So I used to go for allergy shots, and I did have him test me, and he said there was no reaction to a bee bite, but this was a hornet, so I don't know. But yesterday was a hornet, and this guy that works for me sometimes said hornets build nests in the ground. And when I pulled up the weed, I mean, this weed was taller than me, it was pretty tall. I disturbed its nest, and so it attacked me, but I mean, it really came out of nowhere. Oh man, did it hurt. But I got through it pretty good. I was just afraid. Luckily that guy was here, so in case I had to go to the hospital. Okay, but see, then we're going to just put that on there. We're going to put some tacky glue. I think I'm going to go and paint this, the edges and the insides black, so that it will stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out all my letters, and then I will be back. Okay, so as you can see, I cut the letters out and glued them down with tacky glue. So I'm going to do that with this last letter right here. I have to say the EEK was a little bit harder than the Boo, but all I did was place it down this way on my paper, print side paper down, so you on the back of the scrapbook paper, and then just followed along. And when it came to, the letters touching, you just go as far as you can go, and then just draw a line to where you have to cut. So it's really not hard. And then with each piece, I took the archival ink by Ranger. This one's black soot. This one is a pack of 4. It comes with vintage photo and black soot and a couple of others. They're mostly blacks and browns, and many journal artists or mixed media artists will frame their pieces with this either black or brown to make it more vintage. So it really works with this. But as I have been working on this and playing, I love the way it came out. I really do. But I thought, maybe it should stand out a little bit more. So I'm thinking of outlining it with slick Puffy Paint. So I'm going to do that to mine. I may end up feeling like I'm ruining it, because I really like the old look to this. I really love that. But on the other hand, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I mean, it won't ruin it. It just might not look as vintagey with the black outline. But I think the black outline will make the letters stand out more. So I'm just following my gut, and my gut says, yeah, do it. So then I was thinking, well, all right, what is this going to hang on? Just a square board or circle or what? And I went to the Dollar Tree and found this really cute stake. So I bought two of them. One because I just like the way it already is, and it doesn't really need any more help. I'm just going to put it in my yard, except I'm going to, and if you put any of those Dollar Tree things out in your yard or even on your door, you may want to put another coat of varnish on it, because the elements will just tear it apart, because it's just a cheap fake board. So yeah, so there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. But this is the stake, which I think is just really cute. But I thought, you know, I may hang this on here, Boo, and then Eek. But I think I'm going to make some ghosts out of cheesecloth, and I will show you how to do that so that there's eyes and ghosts looking through the sign. I just love it. I think it's going to be so cute. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. So right now, I'm going to just show you that if you want to outline your letters, you just get this. It's called Black Noir. It's Tulip Slick. They have it at the craft stores in the fabric painting department, or Walmart has them. I just want the line to be really little. And then just go around the edge ever so gently. Should probably do the middle first so your hands don't get stuck. So I would say if you're going to do this, you probably don't have to do the black soot archival ink, because it doesn't really, well, it does show a little bit, but alright, so I'm going to go along and do this, and when I come back I'll show you what we're going to do with the sign and the ghosts. Okay, so this is what they look like finished. I honestly am very torn about the black lining. My daughter convinced me that it's fine, but I think I prefer it without it. But it's totally up to you what you want to do. But I am going to use it. And then this is the sign, sanded. I just sanded the top one because it had glitter on it, and then I just put a coat of gesso on there. And so this is going to go here, and then this one is going to come way down here, like so. Now, like I said, I want to put, well, first I thought I'd put eyes, like, you know, like these big eyes coming out. But these are just way too big that I have. I still may do the eye thing, but I'm going to show you how to make ghosts. So that maybe we could put some ghosts on here, and you can see how to do that. So it's relatively easy. I think I had just way too much water in here. So I'm going to pour some of this water out. And I'm going to take some Tacky Glue, and I'm going to add it to the water to make like a paste. Now this is cheesecloth. This is leftover from last year's Halloween. I am sure I got it at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has got tons of Halloween right now and fall, so now is the time to get it. But you just want to cut a piece. Now, these scissors are not so great. There's blood looking stuff on here because my girlfriend used this for some of her decoration, but I'm going to try to cut around the red stains because I don't really want that. And what I'm going to use as a mold is, this is a piece of plastic that I bought some rolls of foam tape from the Dollar Tree. And the reason why I'm using it is because it has a round, I'm sure there's other things you could use, bottle caps or whatever, and so we're going to dip this into the thing, and then we're going to make it dry over that, and it'll have that, and then we can just put the eyes on there. So let me cut my piece here. Alright, so I have some water here. I'm going to take a glob of, yeah, even this seems a little too much, a glob of Tacky Glue and mix it in. Just stir it really good. They do sell fabric stiffener. You can buy that, but basically all it is glue and water, so you might as well make your own. This looks good. Now again, this is really messy. I should probably have a place to put this thing. So, this is the first one I cut. This is the second one I cut. Alright, so just put it in there and soak it up really, really good. Let it sit there for a while. How's this one? If I bleach that, the red would come out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze this out. Open it up. And place it over your mold. And just play with it, open it up. It's definitely a lot of glue on here. And then I'm just going to place it in a bowl to hang, like so. And it will dry. And however you have it is how it's going to dry. So I think I may put a pencil in the back here to hold it up. Because I don't want. Yeah. Like so. Alright. And then you're going to just let that dry somewhere where nobody can touch it. And we'll come back. Okay, so my ghosts are dry, as you can see. And so we're going to place this like so. I'm going to put this ghost like so. And I'm hanging it over so I have something to glue the eyes onto. I'd like to use hot glue and Tacky Glue, because the Tacky Glue will last longer, but the hot glue will make it stick right now. So put some E6000, not Tacky Glue, E6000, because it's, you know, and put some of that, and then I'm just going to press it down right there. And then the same thing with the other eye. On some hot glue. And press that down. Oh yeah. Alright, and then we're going to put this smaller one down here. And again, I'm going to put it over the fence. then we are going to put the glue. And then we can glue our words down. I want to glue like this. Let me see. Glue like this. EEK Boo EEK. Okay. So, and I'm going to use the E6000 to attach. Boo. Same thing with the EEK. Mostly the E. This part of this E. Some of the K. Alright. And then we put this over. Alright. We're going to let this dry. And I'll be back. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm not sure you can get all of that in camera. And I love it, but there's a little spaces here, and I thought it needed something a little bit more. So I was going to distress it, but then I came across this package at the Dollar Tree of all these little ghosts and bats and whatnot. So what I did was I painted them with acrylic paint, did the ghost white, and I did the bats gray, and then I used embossing. So this is Distress Embossing Ink by Tim Holtz, and all you do we've done this before. This one's clear. We don't want clear. Look at a lot of clear. White. Alright, so you take your painted piece and cover it. What the embossing ink is just really a glue for the powder to adhere to. And then you put it in the shelf, sprinkle it on there really well, get all the nooks and crannies. There you go. Make sure it's really covered. And one more. Then you're going to add heat. So you take your heating tool, your embossing tool, okay, this is not coming out the effect that I want, so I think it needs to be a little more sparkly. If you want to see, this is the bats, and they're very, very sparkly. So let's try this again. Let me heat them all so that they're... This is white sparkle. I think I like that better. Okay, so once again, we're going to take this, we're going to put some glue on it, and we're going to sprinkle. Then we'll add the heat. Much better. And there you go. And then we're going to put these on in the different spaces. So I'm going to put this all together and I'll be back. So here it is complete. I absolutely love it. I'm going to come in close so you can see the little ghosts. And the papers. Yeah. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this.